Okay, this is going to be your banded tibial rotation. I'm going to show you guys a little test that you can use just to kind of see from left to right where your discrepancies are. So I'm going to have, you can sit anywhere you want as long as you have your knees kind of available to you, and I'm sitting kind of towards the end of my my seat. So I'm going to hold my knee kind of in place just so that I know that it's not going to move and cheat on me. So I'm going to press my knee there. Now, all I want to do is slide my foot along the ground without kind of supinating or bringing my foot up. I want to keep tension and keep contact with the ground. So I'm going to hold, I'm going to do both sides. So all I'm going to do is press into the ground and rotate, keeping my knee forward so that I can see how much of a range I have. And then same thing, I'm going to do it on my other side. Knee is forward, I'm pressing. And this one is a lot harder for me. I really need to focus on pressing into the ground. That's about as far as I can get, and I can probably go even a little bit farther on this one. So I can see that there is a huge difference from my right to left. That will really start to affect things like my squat, so that when I go down, I am not going to get the same rotation on either side, which is probably going to cause me to lean into my right or my left, or sometimes even have somewhat of a hip tilt, which a lot of people have. All right, so now that we saw that there was, for me at least, a discrepancy between my right and my left, I'm going to show you the banded tibial rotation exercise that we're going to use to work on it. You can grab a band or just a towel like this, anything that you have at home that can be flat and you can still put pressure on and then have a grip on. So I'm going to place this one on the ground, just the front part of your foot, so kind of where the pad of your foot is, pressing down. And I want to make sure that I'm keeping pressure and engaging through my toes, through the 2 points on my feet as well. Now, from here, you can do this sitting down or standing, totally up to you. I'm actually going to do my kneeling. So I also want to focus on where my knee is lining up, so that it's no different than when you're going into a squat. I'm going to use this to add tension to it, so I have to press down on my foot. Now from here, all I'm going to focus on is pulling in the opposite direction, and then my knee, I'm going to try to keep all 3 points of my foot on the ground and then drive my knee out. If we want to add some range of motion to this, all we would do is then from this position, we are going to press out and then drive forward. And then I come back and then back and then drive it out. Still press, 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 and then drive forward. You can do that a few times until it feels comfortable on both sides. And then if you want, you can go back and do the test and see how it helps.